So I think that the next downturn is going to be a different type of downturn. I think pension problems, so healthcare problems in terms of obligations that are not funded, that are not debt.
More severe next time?
I think it'll be more severe in terms of the social, political problems, and I think it'll be more difficult to handle. It won't be like the same in terms of the big bang debt crisis. It'll be a slower growing, more constricting sort of debt crisis that I think will have bigger social implications and bigger international implications.
But there's a sense in this book that there's inevitability to these crises. And so one of the questions is, from a policy perspective, if we're in the seventh inning, is there anything that policymakers can do today, not afterwards, but today, to avoid this crisis you're talking about?
I think, first of all, to be able to think about how to handle it, because you're right, they're inevitable. They're inevitable because there's never the perfect balance between lending and borrowing, right? And so they're inevitable. I would say the things that they should do that maybe are missing are, first of all, to have the freedom of action. We have a lot of regulations, and they're usually written for what the last debt crisis was like, and ours are. But there are less freedoms of action today. We have a safer banking system, and we've done a lot of things to make it safer, but each one is a little bit different. Classically, there's the development of the shadow banking system, and we will have a new type of shadow banking system, so less freedom. I think we have to think about what is the monetary policy 3, as I call it, that is not going, that when we have quantitative easing not being as effective.
That's what I mean. I mean, is the
and then the
prescription,
third thing,
would the prescription for that, though, be to raise rates now and try and unwind the balance sheet as fast as possible? Because that would bring on.
If you raise rates now, all the rate structures affected and carries through all markets.
Right.
Because we're all it's a discount rate for the present value of all asset classes. No, I think you have to start to think of what monetary policy 3 is, which is, particularly in Japan, you're going to need it, but the type of thing where it's not just the purchase of financial assets, it gets individuals to make their purchases of actual assets.